The boy was walking home. Suddenly a black van appeared in front of him. Because 4 boys had already gone missing in the town, so John was very scared. At that moment a man got out of the van. He deliberately spilled the contents of his bag all over the ground, successfully attracting John's attention. The man lied that he was a magician, and asked John if he wanted to see a magic trick. But when he took out his props, he used a black balloon to block John's view. When John opened his eyes again, he found himself in a secret room, and a man wearing a clown mask was staring straight at him. John immediately realized he had been kidnapped, and the man in front of him was likely the clown who had taken the other 5 boys. John begged him to let him go, but the clown ignored him completely. After the clown left, John quickly walked toward the iron door. He tried to pull it open, but soon John gave up, so he began searching for a way out. But the room had only a bed and a toilet, and a telephone with its wire cut. John felt deeply hopeless. Then he noticed a ventilation window on the wall. John jumped up again and again, but the window was far too high. He couldn't reach it at all. John wanted to use the mattress to reach it, but found the bed had been nailed to the floor. He sat helplessly on the bed. The 5 boys before him were all stronger than he was, but even they couldn't escape. So how could he possibly have a chance? Just as John was sinking into despair, the phone behind him suddenly rang. How could a disconnected phone be ringing? John felt a chill of fear. When he walked over and picked up the phone, there was no sound from the other end. John wondered if he was hallucinating. But later that night he was woken again by the ringing. Half asleep he muttered, "Stop it already."
Stop what?
John was startled by the clown. It turned out the clown had been crouching in the corner watching him. John was terrified. He lied saying he was hungry and asked for food. The clown thought for a moment and agreed. After the clown left, the phone rang again. Even though he knew it couldn't really be working, John still picked it up. This time a deep voice came from the other end. John hung up in fear. He had no idea who had called, but the ringing wouldn't stop. John froze for a few seconds. Then he walked toward the phone with determination. Maybe the person on the other end could save him. When John picked up the phone again, he immediately heard a boy's voice. The boy told him not to hang up. John asked who he was, but the boy seemed to have forgotten his own name. But he remembered John, because John was really good at baseball. Hearing that, John suddenly remembered. The boy on the other end was Jack, the first to go missing. After John reminded him, the boy finally remembered his name. Then he told John a secret. Only John could hear the voice through this phone. John asked Jack why he was calling. Jack said there was a muddy spot in the hall, covered by a square floor tile. There he could dig a tunnel to escape. But Jack was caught before finishing it. When John asked, "Do I have enough time?" Jack hung up without answering. Following Jack's instructions, John found the exact tile. He obediently began digging the tunnel. To avoid being caught, he flushed the excess dirt down the toilet, until he was completely exhausted. Then John covered the hole with a rug, and went back to bed. But soon he realized how hard this plan would be. The next morning the clown brought him breakfast, then turned and left. After the clown left, John suddenly realized something. He rushed to check, and sure enough the iron door wasn't locked.